you sit still on those exercise balls, it's easier for me to see you because when you're bouncing, you blur over here. That looks better.
Okay, and also, boys and girls, those of you right now, we're recording you. We're going to share that with you. You are just going to eat up all of your iPad storage, and then your iPad's not going to work properly if you sit here and record. So I would suggest not doing it, and then we'll share the full recorded version with you. Okay?
That it's work this
Yeah,
time.
that's
You just can't see us for some reason, but we can see.
I know. I feel bad. I can't see Mrs. Scudder. But yeah, if you guys yeah, we'll share this with you for sure.
And
So
we can hear you, okay? So we're leaving that going.
all right, so if you guys are ready, I wrote down a few things I wanted to go over with you. One, because we kind of lost Mrs. Scudder's class, but we were talking about these, and this is called a lei, and we were saying that these are real flowers, and these are actually a type of orchid, and the one next to our window right there on that black shelf, hopefully we still have some flowers over there, that is a type of orchid. It's not the same one, but it's in the same family of flowers. But I told you this was like your fun fact, kind of, it's how we started last time's session, so I wanted to start it the same way. Well, there was something kind of neat about these flowers. Now, as scientists, we know there's many ways that we observe things. And we know there are some rules, because we like to observe by touching and with our sight and smell and all that kind of good stuff. But now that I've been here in Maui, in Hawaii, I found out a couple interesting things about this particular type of orchid. Not the one that you see on my shelf over there, but on this one, found out some stuff. I mean, as a scientist, you really have to know what you're doing. Yeah. Well, being on the island, I found out that these flowers are edible, and you can eat them. And it's kind of like, it's a lot like we would put parsley on the side of your plate at a restaurant. These, they put on the side of your plate, and you can eat them.
Cool.
So it's kind of interesting. So I guess if I get hungry later, I have a whole day. Now, you guys also know that as a scientist, you can't taste everything, and especially with plants. We also know, like the poinsettia, that red plant that we see at Christmas, if an animal or dogs eat it, they can become really sick. So you really have to know your plants because they can be dangerous and poisonous. One of the other things that I thought was pretty neat that I wanted to tell you about are these earrings. These earrings are made up of koa wood, and it's spelled K-O-A. And I would I don't know, my class, I can't see Mrs. Scudder's, but my class looks like they're up close. If you take your iPads, you can look up that tree, and it's spelled K-O-A. See that?
Yeah.
They call it an endemic, means it only grows here. There's no place else in the world that this tree will grow. And these earrings, this is the actual wood. They're made of a wood that comes from that tree. And it was kind of interesting because the people on the island, they began using that wood for canoes and weapons because it's really lightweight. I got to see a rocking chair, and it weighed about 22 pounds, but it was a big full-size rocking chair. So it's a really light wood. And if you look at that tree, it looks a lot like a bonsai tree, which is very strange because when I sat down here, my iPad is being held up by a bonsai tree. I'll show you. This bonsai tree looks a lot like a koa tree. And now Mrs. Scudder's class, you guys are going to get to this information in your science book.
I've seen that.
But we've already studied the soils, and you guys will remember when we looked at loam. This tree loves loam, but it's also, because it's endemic and it's only found here in the whole world, is because of the cinder that's in the soil. So this tree will grow at about, she said, about a little over 2,000 feet above sea level, and it just loves this area. It loves the climate, loves the cinder, the loam soil, and it grows huge. But the cool thing that I loved about this tree that makes it like the bonsai tree is with all the winds, the branches start twisting and they get all, twisted up, and they look really neat. So when you look at it on your iPad, if you see leaves and just a basic looking tree trunk, that's a young baby tree. As it gets taller, it's going to start to twist, and the trunk will bend, and because of the wind making it sway, it takes some turns and twists. So it's pretty neat looking. If you guys, I know I can't see Mrs. Scudder's, but Mrs. Burnham's class, if you found an image, just turn it to the screen. I just want to see if you guys can turn it on, or if you guys saw any on those trees. Oh, thanks, Summer. Cool. All right. Well, okay, we got it. Thanks. So if you guys want, you guys can have a seat again, so I can tell you a little bit more. So I wanted to, you guys can look that up later too. Yesterday, it did rain. It rained a lot. So first I was a little disappointed, and I got an umbrella and I went outside, and the cool thing about the rain that I found out, the whales loved it. They were jumping everywhere. They just had like just a bunch of fun, and what the baby whales, the calves, will do is they will copy their moms and dads. So you would see this big giant whale just kind of come up and splash down, and then you'd see a little baby one come up and do the same thing, and they copy. So they're learning and practicing their skills, so it was pretty neat. Then after I did that, I decided I would go back into my room, and since it was still raining, I spent some time downloading some of videos, and I did put them on Schoology. So I was just thumbs up, my class, if you were able to see some of the videos on Schoology. Did anyone find those? All right, great. So you guys got a chance to see me eating those fish tacos, which I thought were not going to be very good. And if you haven't seen it, you should be able to watch the video a little later on Schoology. They ended up being really good, but they looked crazy with mango and coleslaw and fish and a tortilla shell. It was really strange. And then I put a video also on there where I climbed up to the top of the Haleakala volcano, and I also put a video on there where I got to volunteer and help clean up the beaches and help basically save the dunes from erosion. So you guys will have to check those out. All right. I wanted to tell you another thing too is I think it was Shayna that had asked me about some words, if I had learned anything else. And the other word that you hear a lot is mahalo, which means thank you. So aloha and mahalo seem to be the two words that people use all the time here. It's just incredible how friendly and nice everyone's been. You guys got to see that man that worked at the gallery yesterday, and he took us all around, and that was pretty awesome. Everyone's been like that. So it's been a great learning experience, and I wanted to take a second. I'll turn around. I know the picture isn't as great, but then you can see, if you look just below the clouds, you can see part of the volcano. Hang on one second. I have to bring my iPad stand. So it is to the left of the hotel is where part of one of the volcanoes is, but it's below the clouds and it's a dark
I think it's over
area.
right there.
It's a little better than yesterday. I have lots of pictures and videos up close so you guys can see this a little bit better. It's just that I lose you when I walk out by the beach to show it to you even clearer. We just don't have the, we're not able to stay connected that long. It's probably pretty dark. I don't know how that looks. Let's see. All right, Mrs. Damon, do you want to see if they have any questions? Or if we want to ask with Mrs. Scudder's group? Oh, Mr. Burnham just walked by. Did you see him?
Boys and girls. Okay, we're going to give Miss Sutter today.
Are you black and white on purpose, Mrs. Burnham?
I'm not sure.
Or maybe it's me, I don't know. Oh, you're gone. Oh, there you are.
No, it's not you, it's me. I bumped something when I flipped it. I don't want to be black and white. Any ideas, Mrs. Damon? Not really sure why I went black and white. What did you say?
Your gray style might be on
I don't know.
Jordan, do you have a question? Okay, Gabby, come on up. Okay, Mrs. Burnham, we have a question for you,
Okay,
if you're ready for them.
I'm ready. I'm sorry I'm black and white.
Okay, Gabby would like to know what part of Hawaii you're in.
Ooh, good question. I am in Maui. So it has a shape. Let's see if I have my, didn't bring my map, but it kind of is shaped where it has two big sections and a skinny section in the middle, and I'm kind of in the middle section of Maui. It's called in Wailea. That's the section I'm in.
That's the microphone right there.
Have you, has a volcano exploded?
No, not here. This Haleakala volcano is the largest, most dormant volcano, which means it's basically like asleep. So it doesn't have any eruptions. It doesn't mean it won't erupt. It just has not in just a very long time.
What's one of the main foods you eat?
What's one of the foods I eat?
Yeah.
Well, I tried the fish tacos. They're pretty good. They have lots of pizza, and they have a lot of the regular foods that we eat, but lots of the seafood is probably, the biggest thing to eat here. Lots and lots of different types of fish is pretty common and pretty popular here among the islanders. coconuts and bananas, papayas, and mangoes are also pretty popular fruits.
Okay, do you want some more questions, or what are you thinking next?
Sure. If they're all set, that's good. But if they have some more questions, totally, I'm okay with that too. Am I delayed when you see me? This picture?
A little bit, and it's kind of like echoey. I can hear you twice, but that might be because you're next door. I don't know.
Okay, you are also. I hear that same thing.
Okay. Kyle,
I have no idea why you're black and white.
that's the thing.
Trying to figure it out.
I know.
What's one of Hawaii's most active volcanoes?
They really don't have one that is active. There is one that I believe might be smoldering, where you can see a little bit of smoke, but that's on the Big Island of Hawaii. And the Big Island is not part of Maui. Those are two separate islands. There's actually a string of islands, but the one that you could fly over and possibly see a little bit more activity is on the Big Island.
How nice is it in Hawaii?
Well, this is uncommon right now. It's usually never rains, and it's always in the 80s. But right now, it is. No, I was gonna show you guys the weather. It's 66 right now, but you can see like next week there's lots of 79s and 80s. So it's usually very warm. It's just not as warm today.
What's your favorite thing in Hawaii?
What my favorite thing in Hawaii? I really liked the whale watching. That was really fun. Today I'm gonna go in a helicopter though, so I can go up and see that Haleakala volcano aerial, which means up from an aerial view would be like a bird's eye view. So I'm excited to do that, and I will video that, and they'll actually give us a DVD that'll track our flight, so I can bring that back and share that with you. And then on Friday I'm going scuba diving. So far I liked the whale watching, and then we'll see if the helicopter ride or the scuba diving is more fun. We'll see which one I ended up liking the best.
Have you ever traveled somewhere else?
I have. In Hawaii? I haven't in Hawaii. I did go to the Dominican. So that was a little bit like the same type of water, but it's not part of the United States. So that's a little bit different. I definitely enjoy being here in the U.S. Hawaii was like our 50th state, our last the last landmass that actually became a state here. So I would definitely want to come back here. It's a great place to visit and enjoy.
What do the flowers taste like?
This tastes like it doesn't have a lot of flavor. I would say it's kind of chewy. The texture would feel like you're chewing on a leaf. Kind of like that.
Ms. Burnham,
Did you learn something new?
Oh yeah. Every day. If I back up, I'm gonna be like every day it seems like there's something new. Yesterday, I went into a furniture store, and that's where he taught me about the poetry. So that was the newest thing that I have actually learned here. But every day, I have to start writing it down because there's so many things that I learned from the animals to the plants to the landscape and even the people that live here.
So nice.
What was that?
Is your room nice?
Yes, the room is very nice. I will post some of those pictures too so you guys can see a little bit of this hotel. This is a pretty neat place. I know my class kind of got to see it, but I think we didn't. I'm at a little restaurant right now, like a cafe. And all those people are most of them are from the conference. They have like a badge on, like a lanyard with a name tag, and they're part of the conference that Mr. Burnham is at.
Where would you get the scuba gear?
Where would what?
Where would you get the scuba gear?
Oh, good question. Actually, down at the pool here in the resort, there is scuba divers, and you have to take classes. I have to actually go into a classroom and do part of my training is in the classroom. Then I have to go into a pool, and it's like a 10, 12-foot pool with the scuba gear on, and it's kind of like a practice to make sure that you're okay with being underwater and with all that equipment in here. And then once you pass both of those like sections of the class, they will let you go into the ocean, and I'll be about 15 to 25 feet under. And then they've also allowed me to take a camera so I can video and take pictures, and then I can bring them back to you guys.
Have you gotten any new outfits?
Any new outfits? No, Mr. Burnham did. But if it keeps raining today, it may have to turn into a shopping day.
Are you scared of scuba diving if you might see any sharks?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like something I'm definitely thinking about, especially I'm thinking about these whales, because every time I look out of the ocean, I can see them. And they've told us that if you put your head underwater, you can hear the males singing, and they're just so large that it makes me just nervous. I know they're like big, gentle giants, but it's still crazy to be kind of in their world here, you know, in their habitat. So I'm a little nervous, but excited at the same time.
Is there like drums in the background?
In the background is actually this lady moving the tables. Is that what you hear?
Yeah, they were thinking it sounded like drums, but we can hear your echo every time too. So we just wondered if it was us or if it's something moving there.
No, that's a good question. Am I talking too fast, Mrs. Scudder? And it's hard because I hear that echo also.
It doesn't seem like you're talking too fast. We just hear whatever you say comes in twice.
Okay.
So,
Oh my god.
hey, it was one of our main words, so it's a good example.
Oh, what was one of our words?
Echo.
That's right. That's right. And we are definitely having an echo. And we're having a little bit of a color thing. I wish I could switch that up for you guys.
Do people speak a different language there?
No, but they do use a lot of vowels. I took a picture of the restaurant that is named after the state fish, and you have to see this. Let's see. Can you see how long that is? So it's you can understand everybody speaking English, but they do all their words and even their towns like Lahaina and those things. They have lots of vowels, not a lot of consonants, which we've also learned about.
We might use Burnham's web page really quick.
What was that?
How long are you staying there?
Oh, I'm gonna leave on Saturday, but it's a very long flight, so I won't be home until Sunday around dinner. Mrs. Scudder, do you want me to try to stand up so you guys can possibly see a little bit more? I wish I could try one more thing with color, but I know it's getting time.
Yeah, at the end of the day, show us like something else behind you. I don't know.
Yeah. Just wish I could. Mrs. Damon, you don't have any suggestions for me, do you?
I would try maybe turning your camera off.
What about the gray style?
I know there's a setting for it. I can't find out where it
Gray
is.
style, gray style.
I understand that on Google Hangouts it doesn't come up. Like I can't find it on there. So like when I'm looking at like the Google Hangout right here, I can't see where the gray style setting is.
Oh, I got it. Figure is seeing
Do you have like a color setting somewhere on your screen?
all of a sudden it does say black and white. I wish I could figure this out.
If I was on an iPad, I would probably be more helpful.
That's okay.
Like there's no. It's not in here. That looked really cool yesterday when it was in color.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now look plain.
I know it does look plain.
Can you see this colorful?
I got so close.
Can you see this colorful? Mine is colored. Or is it black and white? A very thick
All right. Well, I was giving it my best shot there. Yeah.
Have you seen any new animals yet?
This is where I was sitting. All right. Well, I may have to let you go because it's probably a little difficult to keep visiting when you don't have any color.
You know, JJ, what you could do is exit the call and then rejoin.
I got it. Okay, so to the side of the hotel is where you would see the volcano. So where the top of the clouds are, if you go underneath that dark area, it's like a triangle, and it's right in between those two palm trees is where you can see it. I will take you down as far as I can go without hopefully losing you. They have these cool fish. They're like giant goldfish.
I'm trying right now to turn the camera to the side, get a wider view.
Is this better?
Yeah, it's an old man.
This is Burnham.
Yeah.
Have you seen any new animals?
Well, the not so new animals is they have a ton of cats and chickens. It's so weird. They just all walk around. There are lots of birds though. Tons of species of birds that I've never seen before. So yeah, that's been pretty neat. I'll see if I can. I would like to walk downstairs, but I think I'm going to lose you. Go the other direction. Some more bonsai plants. This is some of that wood that they've used to make into some statues. That's beautiful. I have my couple third grade classes. These guys are from Michigan if you want to say hello or aloha. Can you guys wave? That's really cool what you're working on there. That's awesome. Kind of cool. We'll show them the other stuff. That big sea turtle. This is the humpback whale. You guys can see it, right? You see those humpback whales and sea turtles are very common here. I haven't seen the spinner dolphin yet, but there are people that have. Some people that we're with. Kind of step back to. So these are things that you can buy. Am I losing you guys yet?
You're lagging.
Lots of art, different statues.
Airdrop that to me. What? You airdrop Kingdom to me. I deleted it. Don't know. Okay, I'm going to some. I don't need.
I don't know if that's...
I don't need this.
Not sure how that showed up for you guys. And I'm just going to walk back. This is where I was sitting.
No, I'm gonna delete that.
Under that awning. Well, I'm glad I got to visit with you guys one more time. That was awesome. And I'll bring back lots of pictures and videos so we can look at everything when I get back.
It's so pretty though.
Thanks, Mrs. Burnham. We'll see you
All right.
later.
Okay, that sounds good. Thanks. Bye, guys.